Been thinking a lot today. Um, some serious thinking. Um, I think God underestimated the damage that was done to me. Um, I don't think like when God intervened, I don't think He fully knew how much damage I had taken because it did seem like God was out of the picture for most of my life, like completely oblivious, completely clueless to what was happening. You know what I mean? Because so many things were allowed to happen and being called crazy since a young age. Everything was backwards. Uh, the bad guys were seen as the good guys. The good guy was seen as the bad guy. Everything was backwards in that messed up world. But um, yeah, I think, I think God really underestimated the damage that was done to me because I don't think I'm even close to being healed. I've healed a little bit, like a dent, but I'm not even close to being fully healed. And God intervened like 7 years ago. Let me repeat that. God actually stepped in 7 years ago. I'm still not healed. With God's help. Even with God's help now. Still not healed. And I know everybody's gonna say, "Oh, put it all on me. I'm the problem. I'm the reason why God can't heal me. I'm the reason." I said from the beginning that God couldn't heal me. I knew the damage done. Like I'm like the God from the first 20 years of my life was so absent that I'm like, there's no way God could heal me. He was totally absent, you know. Um, but yeah, the second time I attempted suicide, I knew that I was beyond healing. I knew there was probably no God, and if there was, I didn't care anymore because of all that was allowed to happen to the point where I'm attempting suicide. Um, because like I do think if a human gets to the point where they're attempting suicide, like for real, and they mean it, God failed you. In my opinion, if you get to that point when you're serious about it, God failed you. But that's just my opinion. Um, doesn't matter if he blocks the suicide and then tries, like in my case. Even when he's trying, and even when I'm trying, I still can't heal this CPTSD or whatever it is. Whatever's wrong with me. What millions of things wrong with me. Um, but I do know one thing. If I face homelessness, I can't be homeless like this, and I can't live with a narcissist again. So that leaves one option. You know what I'm saying? Hard choices have to be made if I get to that point of uh, facing a homelessness situation. But you know, I gotta do what you gotta do to save yourself sometimes. Um, but I just kind of got more of what I expected. Um, you know, on God's end of things. It's just like, oh, no professional can fix that. What a surprise! God can't fix it either. What a surprise! So I'm just left to suffer. You know, basically. So kind of leaves you in a lonely position. You know, it really does. So, and I am close to being in a bad financial. I am in a bad. I'm limping right now. Literally, my car's limping on right now. Um, that's a representation of how I'm going. I'm limping on right now. But I know if I go back to family, that's what they want, and it'll be the end of me. It'll be the same thing again. I know how that story plays out. So I understand why some people do live on the streets. You know, um, but I don't want to get to that point. I want to call it a day. Before I get to the living on the streets part. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to analyze uh, how damaged I am. Uh, could I make it out on the streets like this? No. So, but I don't really fear it. The making hard choices. Never really have. So, I mean, I stopped believing